day 6 and search and rescue teams continue digging through the rubble of the building collapse in Surfside, hoping for any signs of life. Let's get right to WPTV News Channel 5 anchor Michael Williams. He's live at the scene today with an update. Michael.
Standing by here live, as we have for so many days, as so many rescue workers behind us, that the Champlain South Tower continue their work in the most dire of circumstances. 200 plus rescue workers, mostly from Florida, but also from Mexico and Israel, part of this gigantic, really historic search and rescue effort. And it is still termed that here on day 6 of the search for victims and any possible survivors in this huge condominium collapse. We continue to look at all aspects of that. Local leaders saying that they continue to press forward with every available resource here. We continue to talk to families multiple times a day, trying to give them every bit of emotional support that is possible in these most hellish of circumstances, and talking to us about the probes that they're going to continue to be doing long after this scene is finished. It's going to be something that has reverberations for years to come in terms of what happened here, its impact on construction, building codes, and the safety of condo dwellers everywhere in Florida and beyond. Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava announcing today she supports the state attorney's request that the local grand jury investigate the partial building collapse. The grand jury investigation would examine factors and decisions that led to the partial collapse of the 12-story building, and criminal charges could be brought, but against whom? Well, that is not clear. It comes on a day that the White House says President Biden and the First Lady will visit the site Thursday, speaking with the victims' families and first responders. And Mayor Cava says right now just more than 200 search and rescue members from around the state, indeed from around the world, are here, searching in teams, going through the rubble in a painstaking and grueling task.
There are more than sufficient personnel on site. We do not need additional resources. We have the best and we have sufficient, what we need to get this job done.
And as I mentioned at the outset, any number of probes, from a pending grand jury investigation locally all the way up to federal investigations. There were federal experts who've been on the scene, experts in engineering and construction. We've talked about that. All of those probes from the local, state, and federal level will eventually coalesce as they try to find answers as to the causes of this condominium collapse. You've heard about the reports that have come about in the last few days suggesting that there were, quote, major structural damage concerns a few years ago. Whether those led to the collapse, we will not know that for a long time to come. But there's been enough reported in the last few days to suggest that they will have a long trail to look at about construction issues, concerns about the rebar, the inner skeleton of this building, concerns about the concrete and the salt sea air environment upon which this condominium rested. And all of those probes will come together trying to see if more needed to be done in terms of ongoing maintenance and recertification. We'll continue to look at all of that. Of course, we'll be on hand all week. The President and First Lady coming to visit on Thursday. Reporting from Surfside, Michael Williams, back to you.